So my name is Nora. 10 years ago this month, actually, I had an idea that I wanted to have people enjoy their flowers more in their drinks. I grew up between 4 countries. I traveled a lot through my work as well. And I realized there's so many other cultures that incorporate flowers and other botanicals into their food and drink culture. So in the recession, for some odd reason, I quit my job right before, and I came back to the States from where I was living in Europe before. And I just started cooking something up out of a rose. And I didn't want to make a classic syrup. I wanted to make something that was great, that was really potent, really concentrated, that was all natural, that was key. And that was very concentrated to add to champagne and sodas initially, actually. And so I called them Floral Elixirs. So the company name Floral Elixir Co. was born. So essentially what I produce, so since 10 years, I've produced now I produce 14 different flavors, rose being the first one. And they're very concentrated, potent flower syrups. So I do call them flower syrups for people ask what they are. But the company name, it is a rose elixir that we say we produce, right? So this is the cherry blossom elixir. This is the lemon verbena. These bottles as well have recipes for cocktails, sodas, and champagne on the backs. And these is what I started producing. So from that idea, I said, well, people want gift kits. People want something that they can enjoy, that it's an experiential gift, that they've got a box, that it's gift ready. Because I don't really sell in food. It's always been more of a gift item. And I started designing 5-packs. And I have them in various packaging options, of which you guys brought on 2. Chelsea has a pink box for my Love Potions kit, which is awesome. But for the Macy's launch, it's these 2 guys. And they're 2 out of about 12 different kits I make, because these are 5-packs in 2-ounce glass bottles. And I'll take one out to show you, and I'll demonstrate. 2-ounce glass bottles, which have minimum 4 servings each. They've got recipes on them on each little bottle as well, and of course on the back. So this one is called the classics, as in flowers and botanicals that people traditionally just can recognize. It's the easy ones. It's going to be the orange blossom, cherry blossom, rose, lavender, violet, or elderflower, excuse me. People usually know those flowers. So that's why I called it classics. And the back has recipes for cocktails, champagne and white wine spritzers, mocktails and sodas. So they're good for alcoholic, non-alcoholic drinks. They weigh about 2 pounds, yeah? So the retail price point is $30. So it's an elegant host or hostess gift. But the point is somebody brings it and you're gonna share them because you've got to, right? Because everyone has a liquor cabinet at home, or dinner parties, I think, are ideal. So that's this one. And then, so this is great for vodka cocktails, vodka on the rocks, very, very easy. Soda waters, tea, lemonades, etc. But also, here's the one I started doing this for, is really for champagne cocktails for the Key Royale. So this box is the classic Art Deco box. And I love the Art Deco movement because I'm from Vienna. And I really love the design of it. So as I do my own packaging and design work, I wanted to kind of bring that home, that feeling of the Art Deco. So this is the Champagne Lovers collection, which has some similar flavors, for example, as the Classics collection. But these are the 5 flavors that work beautifully in champagne cocktails. So for example, I will take a glass of bubbly. Okay, there you go. Right. There, just any brut is the point. I wouldn't do cooks, but anything else works. And essentially, how I like to do it is just like a Key Royale champagne cocktail. Let's take the cap off and just drizzle. And that's it. And I use less than 1/4 of the bottle. And I don't know, it's kind of hard to see, but it settles a little bit. You've got a slight color variation here. I think it makes a sexy looking cocktail because it's got the different colors in it. And essentially it makes mixology easy, right? You've got a good looking drink that took you 2 seconds to make. The back of this as well has recipes. I call it the Floral Key Royale. It's pretty original. And then the Brunch Mimosa. The labels on the back, of which I just made brand new labels actually in time to ship to you guys. That just came in a week ago. Has even like a nicer back, and it says this flower cocktail kit contains, and it gives you all 5 flavors and beautifully describe what they taste like so that people are curious. They like that it says, hey, this is a flower cocktail kit for spirits, champagne, and sodas. And then it says, you know, it's got all natural flower syrups in here with 20 servings. I try to say, you know, focus on this is a wonderful gift item.
If someone is not familiar with sort of eating or drinking flowers, is there a benefit beyond just liking the flavor, perhaps?
To be honest with you, like I could tell you that, you know, the hibiscus elixir that I make is phenomenal. I buy 50-pound bags of organic hibiscus. We cook that down by hand because everything, by the way, is made in 5-gallon batches. It's insane. We do everything handmade. The colors are all plant-based as well. So it's extraordinarily small batch. So every day we're in production. And hibiscus is full of vitamin C and antioxidants and all that stuff. But from a marketing standpoint, it's hard enough to get people to wrap their heads around drink your flowers, you know, like, you know, you don't just have to smell them. It goes beyond food applications even, or just, you know. So I try not to get into the natural health benefits because I find it overwhelming. So I try to focus on these are delicious. They make beautiful cocktails and mocktails, and that's it.
You mentioned a little bit about, for instance, the hibiscus that you source. Is there a general area or type of flower that you source or get them from? And then where are the products made?
Okay, I source as much locally in Cleveland or in the Midwest, like for printers, bottles, boxing, packaging, labor. Obviously, our location is all in Cleveland because my mom is still there, and I've got a great team there. I source, like the hibiscus, for example, is a blend from 3 different countries, one of which is Egypt, the other is Mexico, and the third is China. But other than that, there are a bunch of different sources I have. Sometimes they change, sometimes they depend on temperatures, for example, climate.
You've mentioned kind of natural and organic. How are they labeled, and what can we or should we avoid saying about them in terms of natural and organic?
I'm not certified. You know, I'm not certified because I can't afford to get all those certifications. It is an issue of licensing. I'm 100% all natural. It is pure. People will ask, well, what kind of sugars are you using? You know, it's pure cane. I like to keep it very simple, very pure. So it is definitely pure cane sugar, but it's got about 30% less sugar than a traditional syrup. Hence the potency and that they're very concentrated.
Are there any concerns about shelf life or anything like that?
No. So we're in production every single week, right? Every day nearly. So it's 2-year shelf life officially. So at the bottom, the sticker you guys sent us mainly fits on the bottom here. And then it's going to have an expiration as well for 2 years out. But after opening, it's 3 months. And it says on the back, you know, store cool and dry.
Do you have a go-to? I won't even say favorite, but is there one that you tend to reach for most often, personally?
I go for the rose hip. So I drink that. I mean, in the States, I love the Soda Stream. In Europe, mineral water, soda water is just everywhere. So I always love putting it in my soda water and any sort of brut sparkling wine.
And what are some of customers' most frequent questions that we might anticipate people would ask about these?
Is there alcohol in them, right? Is what a lot of people ask because they look like, is it the packaging, right, that they could be a liqueur. And that's why I state right on the front, all natural flower syrups. Non-alcoholic is written on here too. And how much do I use is another question. And then that's why I try to be really, really specific on the recipes on the back.
And who do you find tends to be your customer primarily?
I would say about 75% women, you know, because I have such a variety of products, right, of these different kits, like it hits different markets, different age groups. The segments are really mid-20s to mid-70s, but it's definitely a great gifting idea because it's also grabbable, like the size, I think is something that people like, that it's, and it's $30 for this or a nice bottle of wine. And this is more of a conversation piece.
Is there anything else that you think that our storytellers would like or need to know about you or Floral Elixir Co. or any of the individual items?
I mean, I would love for them to know, like, these labels are all hand applied. these boxes are hand filled. These labels are hand applied. I mean, not that you're carrying these, but everything is hand done with a team of about 5 ladies every day. We have burners, 5-gallon burners everywhere for quality control because the ingredients are delicate. So even though it doesn't look like a crafty product, it doesn't look like necessarily that it's a really small batch product.
And where would we be able to find you online or on social media?
Hashtag Drink Your Flowers. So Drink Your Flowers, it's Instagram, for example. I do have a website as well, drinkyourflowers.com.
Thank you so much for your time more than once, and for working with us across time zones as well. I really appreciate it. And I think this is going to really build some knowledge and excitement in our teams around the country.